Gentlemen, we have called you together to inform you that we are going to overthrow the United States government.
So, as you can see here, there's a consumer in the first world entering McDonald's and consuming a hamburger. And afterward, this is a process we're all familiar with. I don't need to explain it to anyone. But you see, it's rendered out in this style because studies have shown that consumers are most responsive to 3D animation right now, particularly in developing cultures. So as you can see, it goes through a piping system, a kind of, and this isn't unusual. We do this for oil. We could do this for food as well. And as you can see, it goes back up through the plumbing and emerges in a McDonald's. Now, the part of this video that isn't completed yet is the filtering process. There will be a very well-rendered filtering and as you can see, that might answer somebody's question from before, but at the McDonald's in a developing country, and in fact in this country as well, you would be able to choose the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 would no longer refer to combinations of food, but rather just the number of times the product had been recycled. We're lucky to be able to partner with the World Trade Organization, which you know, has slightly different goals. Of course, McDonald's goals are to profit and grow, and we hope that we can provide a nutritious and tasty product in the process.
Our goals are to help McDonald's profit and grow and all other corporations. So.
I think you guys, like, the WTO is kind of lacking kind of like a human element, you know, like, if you saw, have you ever seen starving people?
In pictures, yes.
We got one more story, and then it's going to be it for my little friend over here, because this story has to do with the food we eat, what we put in our mouths, and where it comes from. That's right. The UN now says, why not eat more insects? Yeah, that's right. The Food and Agriculture Organization on Monday hailed the likes of grasshoppers, ants, and other members of the insect world as an underutilized food for people, livestock, and pets. A 200-page report released at a news conference at the UN's agency in Rome says 2 billion people worldwide already supplement their diets with insects, which are high in protein, minerals, and have environmental benefits. So why not give that to the Western world? Well, you know, they're going to lower our standard of living, so in a few years we are going to be wandering the fields looking for grasshoppers and crickets and beetles and anything to get that nutritional sustenance that we desire. And it's an inherent desire. My dad's been to China several times, and he has always made this observation. I don't see any stray cats. I don't see any squirrels in the trees. I don't see any birds flying around the city. In fact, I rarely even see bugs, he told me, because, let me tell you, the people in China eat everything because their food is controlled by the government. And when you have government control, you always have starvation, you always have scarcity of resources, and you always have the elites being able to circumvent any type of process, and they always get theirs. But it's not over. I saw this article on Monday, and it reminded me of a couple other articles. Here's one that just came out May 13th, $325,000 burger. How did Mark Post grow a burger in a test tube? And this is from iScience Times, $325,000 burger. How did Mark Post grow a burger in a test tube? To create the in vitro burger, Post took stem cells from the necks of cows and injected them with fetal calf serum. This resulted in 20,000 strips of cultured muscle tissue using tens of billions of cells that were combined to form the burger. What will they think of next? Well, they already thought about it. Because if you go back just a couple years ago, scientist makes poop burger. That headline was making the rounds. Please try not to vomit as you watch the video below, and here's hoping that this is not the answer to the world's hunger problems. Japanese scientist Mitsuyuki Ikeda has been busy playing Dr. Frankenstein. He's developed a burger made from protein extracted from human feces. Yep, that's right, poop. So the poop burger, it's 63% protein, 25% carbohydrates, 3% lipids, 9% minerals, all in one turd burger. We're going to go to a quick clip of that, and you could see how they talk about the artificial meat that they make. And then we will be back, and my little friend here is going to, well, he's going to visit that big grasshopper in the sky. So let's go to that video.
下水汚泥をなんとか下水道局からの依頼を受けて、下水汚泥の中にたくさん含まれているタンパク質をうまく取り出すことによって利用できないかということで始め。
Sewage mud is rich in protein because it is alive with bacteria. These bacteria are harmless because they are killed by heat during the manufacturing process. The red color is obtained by using food coloring. The artificial steak, according to initial tests, even tastes like beef. In fact, to refine the flavor, Professor Ikeda adds soy protein.
Well, little guy, I don't know if I can do this or not. I've been out here under the lights all show, and looking at you, been thinking about this. I went and caught my own food, but you know, I guess it is for the earth, and the UN says it's right. And here to help me out with this is Alex Jones. Alex, do you think I should do this?
I've thought about this, and the United Nations is right. They said that we should start eating our own poop.
Yeah.
And that we should start eating insects because it's good for the earth. The elite need dozens of aircraft, huge palaces, yachts for themselves, while Prince Charles and others lecture us that we shouldn't take showers or hot baths.
They travel around with their own chefs. You know, they do whatever they want.
Well, I mean, I think we should sacrifice our standard of living so they can live like kings. And I agree with Mayor Bloomberg. They should raise taxes to where all of us have to live in 200-square-foot tiny coffin apartments. And I just think this is the wave of the future, to dehumanize us fully. I agree with the Journal of Bioethics. We should kill children up to age 3 for the earth. I agree with Dr. Eric Pianka that 90% of the public should be killed with a bioweapon, airborne Ebola. But I mean, just to get us used to that, though, we should start by eating insects. And though it's a small one, it's a token. It's a token, and then we should challenge Prince Charles and the rest of them. Well, I thought that they're our gods. Actually, they should get all the filet mignon.
Right.
And then they should get all the nice organic stuff, as they do. You know, they tell us to eat GMO, but they all stay away from it.
Exactly.
Monsanto won't have it in their cafeterias.
Right.
GMO.
We have to eat bugs. And who knows, I mean, pretty soon it'll be the bugs don't grow fast enough. We have to have genetically modified bugs that grow even faster.
Well, they're actually releasing genetically modified mosquitoes in the U.S.
Right. That contain vaccines.
Forced vaccines, but only because Bill Gates says there's too many of us and he cares about us.
Right.
Look,
secret meetings on islands.
Bill Gates says you should eat bugs, okay? Because, I mean, you know he's not going to eat bugs, but he is kind of like our father, like Chris Rock said about Obama. So we need to do what he says. The UN and Bill Gates, they say eat bugs. They say eat poop burgers. Rob, what do you say?
I don't know if I could do it, but the UN says I should do it, right?
Prove yourself. Dehumanize yourself right now. Do it for Janet Napolitano. Do it for Janet. Do it for her. Do it for him. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, delicious ambrosia. Look, the UN knows best. The UN knows best. Come on. Look at him struggling. But the UN actually, this is a little bit inhumane, though, right now. It's okay to torture kids, you know, for the government, but don't hurt a bug. I'm going to call animal cruelty. Delicious. How's it taste?
I think I'll order another.
So, see, the UN's right.
They're right.
High five, man. You did it for the UN. Wow. Hey, because Ted Turner says you shouldn't be able to have more than one kid, but he has 5 and more than 20 aircraft and palaces. Hey, you did that to save food for Ted Turner.
Okay, I just swallowed it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm ready for
the UN. The UN, don't live long and don't prosper.
Nanu.
So the elite can run your life. Don't live long and prosper.
Well, that's the first part of our show. We'll be back with David Knight interviewing another victim of this IRS scandal that's just now starting to hit. You notice how they released the news on Friday, so it has some time to deaden before it comes back over the weekend.
No, dude, he was raptured. They need to know college students' reading list and their thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
That's the IRS's job.
Exactly.
Next year, you're going to say we shouldn't get monthly censuses demanding we answer questions. Listen, the UN's going to say what type of light bulbs, what type of toilet you have, and we're going to put smart meters on your house and track you. And of course, they've been spying on us without warrants. That's freedom. My God, are you starting to? Do you need to be sent in for?
I'm starting to get green.
Do you need to be sent in for psychological evaluation?
Why? Because I don't think we should be eating bugs?
No. Now people that get SWAT teamed at the wrong house, they now go and grab them for psychological evaluation if they don't like it.
Yeah. Maybe I should be. Maybe I am an extremist. I don't think we should be eating poo burgers and insects.
Wait a minute. Earlier you agreed that you saluted the UN, and now you're going back on your promise.
Yeah, because I just tasted it, and I don't really like what they're serving. I think that's what it is. After, you know, it's like...
But they said under Plandopolis, you're going to get meat once a year, they're going to tell you how to run your life, but they're all exempt. But they're all exempt. I mean, that's a great system.
Well, it is if you're an elitist. But I guess if you're one of the people who actually work and support the system, you know... While
they suppress all the new technologies that would have already taken us to the stars.
Right.
But see, they're supposed to get rid of us so that they can go do that. See, it's the ultimate in selfishness.
Yeah. Totally ridiculous. All right, we're going to be back after this short break. We're going to play a quick trailer as well to an upcoming interview that's going to air next week, probably first on the Alex Jones radio show, and it's an interview.
Hey, let's talk about that. Let's get serious about that, and forget the whole UN thing for a moment.
Okay.
Is Mike Judge not cool?
Very cool. Great, really cool living room. It looks like he jams out there a lot with, he's got a piano.
Well, he used to play professionally, I mean, with Jimmy Vaughn and people.
Right, yeah, he started off as a bass player. And
well, before that, he was a rocket scientist.
Right.
At design the F-18.
Yeah. And then you know, just he got into animation kind of as a whim in his mid-20s. And, you know, look at where that
carried him. He told us, he told me the other day when we were out, he said, I always just kind of do these cynical joke interviews with the press because I'm going to give you a real interview.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty good.
I think it's a great interview.
This is groundbreaking.
Nearly an hour in length.
Really? Longer than I thought?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At first he said, we'll go 30 minutes, but 30 minutes crept by. And
then I said, hey, you want to stop? And he said,
no, I'll do more. And then he did, you know, you're about to see some amazing impersonations. Well, I guess they're not impersonations. He's the real deal, isn't he?
Yeah, it's not like me going, damn it, Bobby.
All right.
Butane is a bastard gas.
He said bastard.
Yeah.
You know.
And then we saw.
Yeah, you're going to see it for yourself.
It is a. We now are hanging out with, and been a long time listener with. And by the way, we already knew this, but now it's official because I was told by Rick Linklater this years ago that a lot of some of the characters on King of the Hill.
Right. Well, he talked about that VHS tape he has, and it's called The Three Dales. And you're on that tape from Access years ago. You know, that inspired King of the Hill.
Who knows who you're inspiring out there as a viewer who has an Access show?
Yeah.
Who knows who you're inspiring? I mean, there's an example right there. We were affecting things 17 years ago, on shows like King of the Hill and not even knowing it.
Exactly.
We'd sit around and go, man, did you see that? That's kind of like what we were talking about.
Well, he mentions this in the interview. He goes, and then they're going after corn. You know, it's like one of Dale's like kind of taglines, but it's true. It's like now they are going after corn. It's, you know, GM corn is everywhere. And, you know, he's laying those eggs, planting the seeds for people. I'm thinking about insects and eggs right now, but you know, he's planting those seeds in there, and people are like, ha, that's nothing. But then they realize, wait, this is true, you know, because we're going to be showing the articles on all this stuff as he's talking about it. We're going to have stuff up there to really, like, expand this interview. It's a great interview. He's a really nice guy, really down to earth. And then we went and hung out with him after that.
By the way, when you are an engineer working on computer systems and propulsion systems on F-18s, that is like rocket science.
It is. Yeah, he literally is a rocket scientist. The inventor of Beavis and Butthead is a rocket scientist.
That's right. Well, only that. And we talk about Beavis and Butthead and crime rates.
Yeah.
This is a deep interview airing sometime next week.
Right.
But here's a teaser. We'll be right back with the rest of Rob Dew, the Insectivore.